Okay, I believe I'm live. I'm going to check first, because sometimes going live acts a little funny. So let's see if I am actually live. Okay, I am. All right. As you can see in the title, I think it's been has it been already 2 weeks since episode 6 came out? That's enough time to check it out, and I'm gonna do a breakdown of episode 6. And I was sitting on this episode for so long, like the pressure of releasing it was just crazy, man, because it's been over a year since 5 came out, and I was like, dude, you really got to get episode 6 out. But I was kind of beating myself up about it, and this is the first episode that actually has its own original thumbnail, something that I should have been doing, but I don't really like making thumbnails. I find that such a tedious process, especially after editing something really long, even though thumbnails don't take as long as a video does. So maybe I should start doing thumbnails before the video comes out. But I didn't even make this thumbnail. My co-writer, good friend, J-Rod made it for me. But let me go ahead and hit play. We'll watch it together. As a little secret, I really hate watching my projects. I really do. But hey, it's at the same time, it should be something that you're proud of. All right.
My, look at that. One down. You're going to pay for that!
All right. We'll skip the intro. I think at some point I thought about doing another intro, but I'm not. Just putting that out there. This is not in HD? Oh, it is. Okay. Put that on full.
Let me fill you in on something. One of you is going to die.
What? You wouldn't dare.
This all could have been avoided had Kakarot and Vegeta only cooperated.
What? No! Well, today's the day.
Krillin, are you sure you don't want me to go with you?
Okay, so right here you obviously see that it's Krillin, and I've had people try to guess who was gonna die. Some people said Goku, which I'm surprised about. People, I think maybe 2 people guessed Krillin, which they would be correct. I think somebody said they can see it happening to Vegeta, and someone even said Gohan, seeing it happen to Gohan would make Goku go berserk. And somebody else said Piccolo, because someone predicted that Gohan was going to go Super Saiyan 2 this episode. I mean, it's kind of obvious if you watched episode 5, but they were like, oh, I think Piccolo is going to die. So in order for what's his name, Gohan, to go Super Saiyan 2, they're like, I think seeing Piccolo go would give him the motivation. But I think maybe 2 people guessed it right about Krillin.
Trust me, 18. I'll be fine. Everyone's gonna be fighting in the battle. And as long as we have Goku with us, there's nothing to worry about.
Don't forget what you promised me.
I didn't. I'll be back in a bit. See ya, babe.
Ooh. Little side note that this death was actually foreshadowed in episode 3, because Krillin actually says a line in episode 3. So that already lets you know that I planned on who was going to fall from the beginning, which you're supposed to do as a writer. You're not necessarily supposed to be making up stuff as you go. Like, I mean, obviously as a writer you are making up stuff, but you have to plan it. You know what I mean? Like, let's say in episode 5, I didn't know who was going to die, right? So then for episode 6, I had to just choose. But no, I already knew. So episode 3, Krillin, he foreshadowed it. Krillin leaving his fam behind. Check my head. Rip. What's up? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I do not know how to say your name. Obsidian skin. I think that's how you say it. When I like actually sit and read it, I can see it. But like if I just look at it first glance, I'm like, what? Obsidian skin. There we go.
What? My. Look at that. One down.
Okay, another thing about this episode that I did differently than any other episode was that, so normally I have everybody, like every character, on the same track in the audio for their lines, and the only other time I'll put them in a different track is if there's 2 people talking at the same time. But in this instance, I gave each different character their own track. But I don't think I'll do that again because when I had to edit, I had to scroll so far to find where their audio was, but it's fine.
You're going to pay for that! I failed him again at the World Tournament, Dynamic. And I let him down. Again! None of that.
So that line actually bothers me because, I mean, I'm the one that wrote it. I could have edited a little bit, but Goku says again 2 times there, and it just bothers me. And this right here, I like how I had to pretty much nerf Goku to make the other characters, I guess, have some shine. But I was going to find a sound effect right here where Goku's like, shaking, but I couldn't find one that fit. So it's just muted. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but as an editor, you're always over analyzing everything that you do. But I don't think it was that jarring that there's no sound effects right here. And besides, I think it would have been annoying to hear it every single time because Goku, every other shot after this is like Goku like this. So I think it would have been annoying to hear the sound effect each time. Maybe like playing it 1 time or 2 times would be fine. It's kind of like what I do with the aura. Like whenever somebody first transform, I'll like let the aura sound effect play, but I don't play it for the entire time because you just don't want to hear it the entire time.
I can't move!
A paralysis beam.
Damn it, Kakarot! Break out of it! I can't!
What's the matter with me? Why can't I do anything? I should still be able to fight.
It's time you paid the price. Instead of joining us amidst your surrender, you chose to bring your fellow comrades in the mix. They had nothing to do with this. Now, you'll have to watch them all
Die.
You sadistic little...
Sick bastard!
Is that so? You want to be next?
No, not him. I know who's next. He's Super Saiyan again. He must have regained his energy after the explosion.
We bit off more than we can chew.
Hey, Mophead!
What the heck, man? Krillin, he just...
He's out of it. Now's my chance.
So I think my thought process here was that I was like, has he actually seen anybody die before in front of him? But he has before. It was Trunks, but he didn't really know Trunks, right? So I think for the first time, this is him like seeing someone, Yamcha seeing someone like that he knew for a long time, like dying right in front of him, because he doesn't really see that. He didn't see Krillin die in Dragon Ball. He knew he died, but he didn't see it. and he was the first one to die in the Saiyan saga. In the Cell saga, he got impaled and then, had to get healed. And then Trunks died, but it was like, I don't know. I don't feel like he knew Trunks that well at the time to really have a reaction to it.
Oh no, Yamcha's out of it. I didn't notice fast enough. Oh, damn it.
Like I said, you'll be the first one I kill!
Yamcha, move! Snap out of it, come on!
No!
Yamcha, move!
So, I planned this death far away as well. So I knew that Krillin and Yamcha were gonna go out. But one thing I will admit to is that if you watch The Walking Dead, and if you watch the season 6, gutted that, man. So I didn't add the line. I was gonna have him like groan after the slash, like, you know how he goes like ugh. Then I was gonna make him go like, but I didn't do it. I didn't know how to direct that, and I think I was just gonna dub it myself. But I didn't do it. But if you watched, I guess, The Walking Dead season 6 finale, and then watch the season 7 trailer, and then watch the season 7 premiere, I pretty much took that format with the whole eeny, meeny, miny, mo, who's gonna die type of thing. Except for me taking 6 months, I took a whole freaking year and a couple more days. So I wonder if Gamer Goku caught on to that because he watches the show. So I pretty much took that format and put it in Z. I don't know. It's just a fun format. But I think I made it work here. But it's okay. Everybody is influenced by something. Because Dragon Ball is influenced by Journey to the West. At least in the early days it was.
Yamcha!
No! Just stop! Please! Stop!
We're just sitting ducks. We've got to do something.
Curses! I'm the one who suggested we bring everyone together. Now 2 of them are gone. Finally! I'm glad that fool is gone. As long as we stay confident. yeah, whatever.
I think Let's like my favorite character.
I'm the one who went to get him. He would still be alive if I didn't tell him about the fight. Don't you dare mock him!
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do, three-eyed freak?
There's no other choice. I have to use that technique. If you don't want to die, I suggest you get out of the way!
So this line is taken from Dragon Ball FighterZ. In Dragon Ball FighterZ, the line is, when he does Tri-Beam, he says, don't want to die, get out of the way. But the line is so quick. I mean, I love it, but the line is like very quick. So in here, I just rewrote it a little bit. If you don't want to die, I suggest you get out of the way. And Paul does such a good freaking Tien voice, man. So Paul, he auditioned for Tien, Piccolo, and Vegeta. And every single one was good. He did a good Piccolo. He did a good Vegeta. Like, his Vegeta sounded like Saiyan Saga Vegeta. What's the other Vegeta voice actor? Brian Drummond? I get Brian Drummond confused with Ryan Drummond. But yeah, his Vegeta voice was so good, but his Tien voice, he was the only one that did like a really good Tien voice I liked. So I gave him Tien and I gave Platinum Dust to Vegeta. Everybody who auditioned for Vegeta did good. I don't know why Vegeta's that one voice that everybody can do, but I can't do that voice. I can't do no Dragon Ball voice. And the guy who voiced Let, I was gonna give him Goku, but then Gamer Goku showed up and then just freaking Sean Schemmeled it, right? And then like Mystical Okami, the guy that plays Let, as soon as he saw Gamer Goku's audition, this was before Gamer Goku's channel blew up, he was like, yeah, I don't think I'm getting Goku. Then I was like, but your voice sounds good. Can you try Let? Like, I think your voice would fit. And it does.
At this point, what can a weakling like you do? Neo, try me! Ha! How can he have this much power?
He's really holding him back. But the price, coupled with our first bout against him, I'm impressed he can still use it that many times.
Tien!
Don't overdo it, Tien!
Was this one holding back? How does he have this much power?
Just lay down and die already! Damn it! Why is it always me?
A little side note. This scene was actually supposed to last a bit longer, but when you're like using a game, you can't really manipulate it too much, because if you do, you're reusing clips a lot, or you're slowing things down, which you saw me slow down the footage right there. But I think that it was fine, because if you're looking at it like manga pages, that's how short it actually is. But if you're watching the show, you know the show drags stuff out to fill in time. But I told Paul to record like 30 times of him going like, and I only used about like 6 or 7 takes. And I'm just like, hey, I'm sorry, bro. I know I had you do it like that many times. But because the idea was for you to hear him in the background, but I just omitted that, and all you hear is just the tri-beams going off.
The fact that he's still breathing is a feat in itself. He must have been doing some serious training.
A mere human, still inflicting damage to a Saiyan while near death. And I'm just watching it all. What does that make me? Everyone's on their last legs, and I can't do anything. Go on. That move packed quite the punch. But I'm still here. So, what's the next plan?
If I would have changed anything, I probably would have had it affect him a bit more, because it seems kind of, as a writing standpoint, it seems kind of funny how when they all were fighting him and Piccolo did like the special beam and then he was weakened, but now after taking all these tri-beams, he's not really affected by it, and it makes Tien look a little weak. That's one thing I would change, but yeah, that's one thing I would change. I'm not really happy about the decision I made. I don't know what the thought process was here. Or you could make the excuse that although Tien's tri-beams were strong, it wasn't, enough. Because obviously these characters are stronger than second form Cell. And plus they're Saiyans. Saiyans are just overpowered. You won the lottery if you're a Saiyan in Dragon Ball. That's just how it goes, man.
Kakarot, snap out of it! I'm trying! Then try harder! Everyone, if Tien still has enough energy to fight, then so do we! That includes you too, Gohan!
Oh. Do I sense fear from the boy? To where? Dare tell me. Has your confidence gone?
Gohan, pull yourself together. Vegeta's right. The fight won't end in our favor so as long as we stand here.
Osu, we have unfinished business!
Bring it on, Vegeta. Persistent, aren't we? Too bad it's to no avail.
Ain't that a damn shame? Almost thought you guys had me earlier.
No! Why haven't I learned anything? More of us are going to die unless I start fighting. My head. Why can't I move?
Alright, so this is where I almost threw my freaking keyboard. So, I'm going to expose it. I'm pretty sure people were too, I guess, into the episode to notice what I'm talking about. And I did not notice it until I rewatched it in my software before I hit render. And I did not have the patience to refilm it. So if you wonder what I'm talking about, let me rewind it. So I don't think anybody noticed, but let me do some rewinding. I should have looked at where I was before I did this. When's the last time he shows up? Let me just play it. Okay. Look at Gohan, right? Look at him. And we're going to skip. Look, he grew a freaking sleeve. I picked the wrong model. And I was so upset, bro. I was so angry because, and I really couldn't change it because, I would have to refilm everything that I did, all the fights, and I did not want to. So, but then I was like, you know what? Dragon Ball makes continuity errors, right? Didn't even peep. Yeah, I know. I noticed it. So what was I gonna say? So the shots earlier of Gohan just standing there are the same shots from episode 5. So I couldn't really change it to him with the sleeve because it would affect episode 5. And after I'm completely done with the series, what I'm going to do is I want to upload like a full movie or full series video where you just watch all episodes. And I think I'm going to fix that when I do that, where instead of changing the shots of him charging up and fighting and stuff, I'm just going to change the model where he first was damaged, and then I just got to reinsert the same clip over and over again. It's going to be a tedious process, but who knows? I may not even do it. I may even omit that because it's just I don't think it's that big of a deal. But like people say, you are your own worst critic. And I kid you not, I almost delayed the episode for this error. Because I hate when I make mistakes. Like, there's an error in episode 4 that I didn't notice until I published the episode. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? But that just shows you that mistakes are made. That is all. Bro, nah, don't trip. But you know what I mean, though. But then I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I was so mad, bro. Because I didn't understand how I did not see it.
Gohan. Super Saiyan once again. Has his fighting spirit returned?
It doesn't matter how strong you are. We're not afraid of some fool with a temper.
Please, spare me the strategy. Not only is that plan done working for you lot, but you can barely stand on top of it. So say your worst. It won't help you now.
Smarter than you look.
That move you just used did a number on me. But the explosion Osu caused did an even bigger number on all of you.
So for some reason in this mod of this skin of Vegito, he doesn't have like any damage, like a damage skin, like a model, where like even if his health is low, he shows no visible battle damage. So that's why you never see any.
You're the first person I met on this planet.
Asura's Wrath music. Yeah, I never played it. I always wanted to play that. So credit goes out to my friend J-Rod. Anytime I am doing an episode, I'm like, hey man, do you have like any sad epic music from video games or somewhere that I can use that I won't get copyrighted? And he recommended the song before this. I forgot what played. And also this song. And I think even the next song. No. The song that plays like whenever... Is it when Gohan fights Osu? Because the transformation song is different. Well, we'll see. But yeah, he recommended the song and it fits. I always find it so cool that Tien's third eye also closes.
I'm sure gonna miss you.
Do your worst.
Give him hell, guys.
Tien! No!
What?
You've gotta be kidding!
Tien!
By the way, I freaking love Tien because I really like. Yeah, let's hope it actually is copyright free, because if it isn't, I'm screwed. I always like Tien because Tien always stares death in the face. You know what I mean? And that's what he did here. So that's why I always found Tien like a good character. But he's locked behind being a human, unfortunately. And by the way, Tien was not originally supposed to die this episode. Just as a little statement there. The only two people that were supposed to go out were Yamcha and Krillin, but I couldn't find any place for Tien to last a bit longer, so I just kind of wrote him out here, unfortunately. And like after the tri beams, I'm like, well, what else can he do? Because you know that move exerts his energy. So, and then all right, you know the best thing about killing off characters, I ain't got to film with them. And I don't have to wait on lines. The less lines I have to wait for people, the better. Because everybody here has a different voice actor, and trying to get everybody to send their lines can be tedious. But I'm just happy that I have a crew that actually stuck around. Because normally a lot of voice actors, they quit projects. But no, they stuck around in these like 2.5 years. And I like that. I love it. I love them. They're all good. They're all talented. All of them.
Oh, look. There's free.
Phew. That's 2 for me and 1 for Osu. You're gonna let me get all the kills?
All of my friends are dying, and it's all because of me. Should I have just stayed dead? Stop! I'll go with you! Kakarot, no! You're stronger than this! Cheetah, everyone is dying!
He's breaking.
It's too late for that now. You've had your chance.
Take it easy on him, Osu. Can't you see he's lost it?
Gohan?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
So I kind of feel bad for Tony, the one that voices Gohan. She says that doing his voice kind of like, what did she say? Did she have a cold when she was doing this? Like her throat was kind of sore. So and then unfortunately she had to scream for this episode. But this song that I chose for the scene, I credit it in the credits. I was looking up Gohan's theme from Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I couldn't find the original. And if I did find the original, I think I didn't like it. But somebody else did like a fan-made version of it. And then I even commented. I was like, hey, bro, can I use this for a video? And he said, sure. And I don't know. I really like the theme.
Is he doing it?
What? Your kid still has power left?
No! More!
He's finally done it!
He's not holding back anymore.
I was able to get the best of Osu when I was a Super Saiyan 2. Gohan is the one who's able to maintain the form. There's no doubt that he'll win this fight.
Leave! Now! Unless you both wish to die by my hand!
Big words from a runt.
Is this the trump card that Kakarot and Vegeta were banking on?
3 of us you killed. It didn't have to happen. My hesitance. My cowardice. I could have protected them had I unleashed my power from the start. But I was too afraid. Now their blood is on my hands. I hate it. But now, it's time for me to accept who and what I am. You two are going to die!
I got this, Osu.
Let, no.
Why the hell not? I haven't even had a chance to fight a Saiyan yet.
I found that line really funny because it's so true. It is so true. This whole entire time, he has not fought a Saiyan. I always thought that was so funny because in the intro, it looks like he's gonna fight either Vegeta or Goku, and he does not. So I always thought that line was really funny. I mean, I wrote it, but I don't know. I think it wasn't really that intentional, but then I was like, oh my goodness, he has not fought either of them. That's funny.
You're not strong enough to fight him.
You really think I can't handle this rut?
You can't take him. Be real with yourself. You couldn't even handle the other four. Stand down.
Man, whatever.
That is not a continuity error. That's obviously intentional. Only thing that I would have done was add the power down sound effect. That's about it. I guess I just forgot the sound effect, but it's whatever. He knocked the Super Saiyan out of him. That's what it was.
Of all our attacks, that was the strongest blow.
We might actually stand a chance.
Damn it. That moron. I told him not to engage. That's some tremendous power you got, kid.
You have no idea what's in store for you!
So this song is from Kingdom Hearts, and J-Rod told me about it.
You want to listen! I don't want to have to do this! But you and your buddy chose this!
So a funny thing about Dragon Ball and just anime in general is the lack of logic that they use. So I don't really find it a big of a deal for me because that's just how Dragon Ball works. Because I also be like, why don't you guys just do this? So notice how Gohan literally just knocked out shouldn't Piccolo and Vegeta just take him out? But that's not how it works in Dragon Ball and anime in general.
That's exactly what I told your father and Vegeta from the start. Bring it on, kid. Sit still, kid.
That's it, Gohan.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Your power shouldn't have increased this much. You're lucky Vegeta and that ragged-haired clown saved you.
No! I'm far from lucky. Her saving me didn't even need to happen if I wasn't so foolish!
What are you? How'd you have all this power?
Oh, do I sense fear? To where, dare tell? Has your confidence gone?
Darn you!
He repeated his line.
A calm and cocky bastard can lose his cool after all. His composure is slipping.
It makes sense when you think about it. Sources of our power. You fight to dominate. I fight to protect. Your hands are done spilling blood.
You think I don't want to protect the things I cherish too? To lose the people I care most. To lose the things that gave me purpose. You should know how it feels. I only became a Super Saiyan because of my losses.
So why subject others into the same vein? It doesn't justify what you're doing, nor does it garner sympathy. Making innocents suffer isn't the way!
Come on, Gohan. Finish this.
Get on with it, boy! Quit the useless chatter and end this now!
Damn you, traitor!
Come on, Osu! He's just a kid!
That's a lot coming from you.
Oh, shut up!
It's a wonder you can still stand, knowing that a kid is beyond you.
How is he not winded at all with all this power?
Ha!
What? Instantaneous?
Nice one, Gohan!
It's over.
Osu!
I just noticed something. Or did that just happen when he got hit? That was strange. Let me go back.
Osu!
Nah, I was gonna say like he had visible damages before it looked like it hit him, but or unless it like happened as soon as it made contact. Because in the mod you don't. All right, so you know in the original game Tenkaichi 3, they don't show any like scratches or damage until you do your like ultimate. You got to do an ultimate on them. But in the Tenkaichi 4 mod, it works like the other two games, Tenkaichi 1, Tenkaichi 2, where if you do like a strong attack and the health is low, damage is visible. Not only when there's ultimates.
What? What's going on?
It clearly hit him. Why is he laughing?
Osu?
What's so funny?
Alright, kid. You win. I can't defeat you.
Osu, what are you doing?
I already told you. Neither of you are getting out of this alive.
I won round 1, and now you just won round 2.
I don't think...
Let,
Yes?
it's time.
What? What are you talking? No. You don't mean using that, do you? We can't!
Frankly, we have no other option.
So after playing Smash Bros. Ultimate, I knew I wanted to use this song so bad. This was the song in the Dark Realm, but I was like, dang, when can I use it? Only thing I regret is that I used it for such a small segment. I may reuse the song later, by the way, but we'll see.
Be honest. Do you think we can get out of this unless we do it?
But you know there's no going back.
I know.
What the hell are they talking about?
Get ready for
That line always makes me laugh.
Huh?
No way.
So here, I wanted to add like maybe a sound effect or like some sort of like visual effect, but I didn't do it unfortunately. Or I was gonna do like an earthquake effect, but then with Sony Vegas, I was like, oh my gosh, if I wanted to do that, I would have to shake the screen frame by frame. And I didn't want to do that, so I just opted out of it. And I was like, I think it really wouldn't matter this much.
Wait. Could they be?
An energy spike? I thought we had them on the ropes.
Man, do I feel great. I see all of you are confused. As you can see, I'm what happens when those you call Let and Osu combine. So call me
Letos.
Pretty sure there might be presets on YouTube for Quake effects. Oh yeah? I don't really know how to use the YouTube editor. Because like, do you upload first and then go back and edit? Or do you put stuff in there before you upload? I guess that would make more sense. But so here, alright, so I wonder if anybody, even people who read my script or my voice actors, or whenever people were auditioning, I mean presets to download for Vegas. Oh my bad. But the signals is crazy. I wonder if how many people actually understood the puns before this. Because, you know, every single Saiyan is a vegetable. And I was like, all right, I have two Saiyans. What do I think? And I was like, oh, you make one Let and one Os or Osu. Put them together, lettuce. So here, Letos. Because I was like, oh, there's not a Saiyan with the name Lettuce at all. But then I also learned that Turles is lettuce just rearranged. And I was like, well, I think this will still work. Whatever. So the only person that even brought it up or has asked me before was Speed Demon. Because I don't remember what episode it was after. Maybe episode 2. he was like, "Are Let and Osu a pun on the word lettuce?" And I was like, "Yeah." But then I'm just like, "Oh my goodness, wait till he figures out." Because I planned this, but I will say, I got kind of mad with Daima because the reason why I was gonna do a Super Saiyan 4 in this story, I wasn't ever gonna change it because of Daima, but since Super Saiyan 4, I mean, Daima's canon, right? I don't know at this point with Dragon Ball, but I was like, Super Saiyan 4 is not canon. So that's like the one thing that I can get away with. I can make up my own like little thing with that. Because Vegeta and Gogeta are canon characters. I just use different skins for them and just change their names, obviously. So I was like, okay, Super Saiyan 4 is not canon. So in my story, I can use that to my advantage. But then, like, before this episode came out, we get the whole... I just realized I probably spoiled for people who haven't seen Daima. But oh well. Transformations in Dragon Ball always get spoiled anyways. Because it don't matter how you try to hide from Dragon Ball. If you follow any Dragon Ball person, they'll put a new transformation in the thumbnail. So if you're like a day late or an hour late for not seeing an episode, you're probably going to see a spoiler. I remember being angry with the Broly movie when they showed Gogeta in the trailer. I was like, are you kidding me? But yeah. Yeah, with toys and promos, etc. Yeah. So I think... So, with a little fusion, I didn't know how to make them fuse. I was like, oh, screw it. Just let them fly into each other and just cut it. Because I didn't want to go through the process of, like, I guess using mods to show them do it. So I just did it myself. I was like, we'll just do it this way. And I think... Come on. I think in the game, this is like one frame. So I really had to like find this one frame and just like freeze it. So yeah. And one thing that so in the script, before he says his name, he has 3 question marks above. There's 3 question marks above the line, and his name is not revealed in the script until he says it. So I told Let and Osu, the voice actress, I said, hey, by the way, you have one more line. It's going to be under some question marks. And I purposely told Tom, the guy that plays Osu, not to dub the line yet because typically Okami, Let, gets his lines done before him. So I said, hey, let's have him don't do this line until what did I say? I think I said don't do this line until Let sends his stuff in or something like that. Doesn't make any sense almost. Anyways, let's just say that I wanted Let to get his lines in first and then the guy that plays Osu, Tom, to do it. So the reason that was because I was like, okay, so when he sends his lines, you do your lines and then listen to his last line and try to follow the pace of it. And I will say, leveling their voices together is actually harder than I thought because I'm not the best with sound mixing. So there are times where I'm like, crap, is Let's voice higher? Is Osu's voice higher? Dang it, he sounds too low. Well, he sounds too high. So I kept playing with it. Then eventually I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just let it rock. You can definitely tell there's 2 people speaking. I think Let's still a bit more higher, but when he does his lines, he just speaks louder than Osu. Because whenever Tom does the voice, he kind of has to lower his voice like this. You know? Where Let's like a little more rowdy when he talks. So yeah. So I just kept replaying that part. I'm like, does it sound good? Does it sound like a fusion voice? I didn't know it was that hard to do. And also, they didn't exactly say the line at the same pace. It's kind of seamless because at one point I think I had to slow Let's one part down just a little bit. Like when it says I feel great, they said it at 2 different times, but I had to edit Let's just a little bit to make it match.
Great.
But you can't tell.
I see all of you are
confused. As you can see, I am what happens when those you call Let and Osu combine. So call me
Letos.
3 of our heroes have fallen.
And as you pay attention, the narrator wasn't even at the beginning. He didn't do a recap. I remember, like, my wife, she was like, "You didn't do a recap for this one?" I was like, "No, you don't really need it. You don't really need a recap for this episode." And if you pay attention, the music, normally I have like a different song that plays whenever it goes to the narrator, but here I just let the other song play because it fits for the ending, you know, because I don't want to play like an epic song and then switch to a more calm song. I'm like, no, just let the epic song just fade out.
I see all of you are
confused. As you can see, I am what happens when those you call Let and Osu combine. So call me
Letos.
3 of our heroes have fallen. But can the remaining 4 warriors find a way to turn this around once more? Or will the new threat Letos be too much for them to handle? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Aftermath.
Yep, that's episode 6. We don't gotta watch the ending, bro. But yeah, there's credits. There's the cast. They all do such a good job, man. Alright, so one thing, I think I said this before, but I remember Thea, the one that voices 18, she was like, yeah, like, I think this was when I first started the project. She was like, yeah, I just wish people would do more with 18. Like, I feel like she's always just on the sidelines, right? And then I was saying to myself, I was like, crap, that's exactly what she's going to be in my story. So I was thinking, I was like, can I find some place to squeeze in 18 in a fight? And I was like, no, I can't. I was like, she wouldn't fit anywhere. And, you know, she can't sense power level, so she can't exactly fly to the fight. But, I don't know. She wouldn't fit for the narrative that I was going for. She's just kind of there to, I guess, give Krillin someone to talk to. Or show Krillin's getting married or whatever. That was the idea. I'd never really planned on using her. I was supposed to have Chi-Chi as well. She was going to be like off screen in the first episode, yelling for Gohan to get Goku to stop training with Vegeta, but that was scrapped. It's actually kind of hard to get like characters like Chi-Chi because no one's ever like expecting her. But man, the people that got the most auditions were Vegeta and Piccolo, man. Well, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Goku. Shout out to my friend Necromancer Art. She did the title screen for me, and also my profile picture. Yeah, Sura's Wrath, main theme in Your Belief. And at the end of every episode, obviously you get one person that says something.
Hey guys, Gohan here. I wish things could have been different. If only my hesitance didn't get in the way. I can't say I know what the future holds. If you like this episode, make sure to like and subscribe. Also check the description to see all who helped out with the episode. See you guys next time. Stay tuned for more Dragon Ball Aftermath. See you later.
So yeah, every episode has a different person that dismisses the ending. If I don't know if people actually make it that far after the credits, but yeah, that's the breakdown of episode 6. I didn't have too much confidence in it, but then I guess when I saw how much other people liked it, and I was like, actually, it's not a bad episode. things didn't exactly pan out 100% how I wanted them to, but when does that ever happen, you know? And I'm glad you guys liked it, but yeah, just that one little error almost ruined the episode for me. But yeah, that's episode 6. And I'll try not to have episode 7 take as long as this one. I'm still working on the script. I worked on it a little bit today. So yeah, just getting things in. And yeah, that is episode 6. And if I talk any longer, I'll just be stalling. But thanks for checking out the breakdown. And I'll see you later, Obsidian Skin. And yep, thanks guys.